welcome to our channel. Margot Robbie insists Ryan Gosling jumped to perform I'm Just Ken at Oscars after his claims he wasn't sure. For weeks after the Oscar nominations were announced, Barbie star Ryan Gosling publicly maintained he wasn't sure if he'd perform I'm Just Ken during the 96th Academy Awards. However, Barbie co-star and producer Margot Robbie says he never hesitated to agree to the performance. In fact, she says she didn't have to pressure him at all. "He jumped at this," Robbie told me at the Channel and Charles Finch party Saturday night at the Beverly Hills Hotel. "He's going to crush it. I'm so excited. I think he's going to be the highlight of the whole night. I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in for this specific performance." In his Variety cover story in early February, Gosling insisted that the Academy hadn't yet asked him to perform. "It might be too much of a risk to have me do it," said Gosling, who is up for an acting Oscar for his work as Ken. "I don't know how that would work, but I'm open to it." Mark Ronson, who wrote the song with Andrew Wyatt, told Variety at the Grammys that it was his dream for Gosling to perform at the Academy Awards. When asked if he'd possibly sub in another singer, should Gosling not want to perform I'm Just Ken live during the Oscars, Ronson said, "No. I think if Ryan doesn't do it, then we're not doing it." I'm Just Ken is one of two Barbie tracks that earned an Oscar nomination for Best Original Song. The other is What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish and Phineas. Meanwhile, Robbie also told me that she continues looking for the right project for her directorial debut. "I would love to, but there are no plans at this point," she said. "But I get to read scripts all day every day at the company Lucky Chap Entertainment." Also at the Channel event were Oscar nominees Divine Joy Randolph, America Ferrera, and Robert De Niro, Sandra Huller and Celine Song, as well as Kristen Stewart, Usher, James Marsden, Patrick Dempsey, Tessa Thompson, Maya Rudolph, Lily Rose Depp, Kerry Washington, Dominic Sessa, Gracie Abrams, Adrian Brody, Alexandra Shipp, Rebecca Hall, Rachel Zoe, Jennifer Myers, Willem Dafoe, Jack Houston, and Danny Houston. Earlier in the evening, a stirring crowd packed the Giorgio Armani store on Rodeo Drive for the label's annual pre-Oscar party. This year's honoree was Killers of the Flower Moon director Martin Scorsese. Those in attendance included De Niro, Lily Gladstone, Paris Jackson, Regé-Jean Page, John Mulaney, Olivia Munn, Kathryn Newton, Christoph Waltz, Jeffrey Wright, Allison Williams, Rami Youssef, Callum Turner, Ki Hai Kwan, Scott Eastwood, and Mamie Gummer. Oscspert says Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig's Barbie snubs will be remembered for a long time. Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig's individual omissions from the recently announced Oscars 2024 nominations won't be forgotten anytime soon, according to an expert. "It's definitely not a good look that the Academy members left out Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie for directing and starring in a movie that's largely about how impressive women are often marginalized," says Dave Karger, Turner Classic Movies host and author of 50 Oscar Nights. Karger is referring to Barbie, the box office smash that became the highest-grossing film of 2023 following its July release. The comedy nabbed 8 Academy Award nominations this year, including Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor for Ryan Gosling, and Best Supporting Actress for America Ferrera. But surprisingly, star and co-producer Robbie, 33, was not recognized in the Best Actress category, and Gerwig, 40, was left out among the Best Director nominees. The film's comedic nature may have also affected overall nominations, he adds. "I do think that the Academy membership has a bit of a bias, unconscious or otherwise, against true comedies and towards heavier dramas," says Karger. Greta and Margot surely made it on to thousands of ballots, but since those ballots are weighted towards voters' no, 1 and no, 2 favorites, we can assume they simply didn't earn enough of those top-tier votes. Meanwhile, Robbie has secured numerous awards this year for her lead role in Barbie, including acting nominations at both the Golden Globe Awards and Critics' Choice Awards. She is eligible for an Oscar this year as a co-producer of the film, since it is up for Best Picture. In previous years, Gerwig, who co-wrote Barbie alongside her now-husband Noah Baumbach, landed a Best Director nod for 2017's Lady Bird, her debut, though she was not nominated for her other film, 2019's Little Women. She did earn writing nods for both of those films.